Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the America First, Almost Above Average podcast. Let's watch this clip.
Today we're announcing we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host to contingent
You can tell he's embarrassed saying that.
of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership. And I hope you know, Your Excellency, that you can count on us.
Your Excellency.
Can we go back? So that was I made that clip the other day, but that's pretty bananas, guys. Qatari having an Air Force base. Now, there are reports today saying that that's not really happening. JD Vance came out and said that that's not actually what's happening. We're not building an Air Force base. But that came out of Secretary of War's mouth in front of the Qatari president, I believe, or prime minister or whatever.
Yeah, well, was it Idaho or something it's gonna be built?
In the middle of Idaho. Now, who wanted this?
So hold on. So it's supposed to be for joint training so that we can help them train their military to defend their country. So let's talk about who Trump thought Qatar was in 2017. I have a
Okay.
video for this because I'm not going to do opinions. I'm just going to show fact after fact and let people come to the table on this one because I am exhausted over the continued bullshit that we keep seeing. This is Trump, June 2017 or July. Yeah, June 2017.
So this was Donald Trump in when?
2017.
8
I
years
think it
ago.
was June 2017.
June 12th, 2017. All right. This is our president in 2017.
All right,
Extremists.
pause. So we have here Donald Trump saying Qatar funds terrorism. Qatar supporting terrorism is what Trump just said in 2017.
That
Fast
sounds like
forward.
an enemy of the United States.
Yeah. So fast forward to April of this year. What happened? Something happened.
Qatari government's like, hey, you want this huge brand new jumbo jet 787 or 747, something like that?
Can you pull up an article on it? Like, do you have an article for it?
I'm sure there is.
Trump. No, we're not going to guess anymore today. We're only going to show the actual things. Here we go. I got you.
Hit it.
I mean, maybe. So yeah, Trump's $400 million gift from Qatar. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Didn't
May
just a few years ago he say that this was a terrorist funding or country? But then he gets, I don't understand this. He got a gift from a country he condemned for funding terrorism and being a terrorist state. But they're okay now because he got a plane from them. That's interesting. I wonder what else he got from them. Yeah, this $2 billion business deal for a resort.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that bribery.
So what's the next thing that happened on this Qatar timeline in Trump? He signed a deal with them too, didn't he? Some kind of, I don't know, what do we call it, a trade agreement? Around the same time he got that plane and that business deal. So let me get this straight. Let's just recap for all the MAGAs that have short attention spans at home. Calls it a terrorist state, terrorist supporting state, bad people, got to stop them, takes a plane from them, signs a deal with them for a golf course, signs a deal with them on trade, accepts a plane, and now we get a military base of theirs on our soil while the government shut down and we're not paying our troops. I wonder what you have to bribe Trump with to pay the American people what Congress has already approved.
Fascinating. Whoa, crap.
So is Donald Trump corrupt based on this line of logic? Seems like it to me. It looks pretty clear cut and dry. If you bribe Trump with enough money, you become his friend.
So I made that video yesterday, and I am astounded by the amount of MAGA commenters that are making excuses for this again. Like they make excuses for hiding the Epstein files. They make excuses for him accepting bribery from foreign terrorist nations. They just make excuses for him. It is bananas to me.
Yeah, there's a C-SPAN clip. If you here, man, are they gonna let me do this? I probably not. Here, let me send it to you. And I think it exacerbates everything you just mentioned.
You see it?
No, you're not sharing yet.
The Sprouts brand sale
Oh,
is going
no,
on
a
now. And who
commercial!
knows Sprouts brand best? Our own team members.
Well, I like about Sprouts, you know, it's
Edit that
quality.
out.
Maine. Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
So for until we get to it, look at that. We are the federal law. Not the Senate, not the House, not the Supreme Court, not legislation, not the Constitution, not the Bill of Rights. I am the federal law. Donald Trump, 2025. That is the words of a dictator. All right, that's good.
Even though it's
Dude,
I am the federal law, which I think that kind of goes back to everything. Like Trump, in his mind, thinks he is the government. That's why executive orders are overriding congressional laws and amendments. That's why unconstitutional, according to the Supreme Court and other federal courts, have all said some of his executive orders are actually illegal. Why so many constitutional law professors have said a bunch of these are illegal, like the violation of your First Amendment with his last executive order, trying to mandate a year in jail for burning the flag, even though the Supreme Court clearly stated it was protected by freedom of speech, the First Amendment. So he tried to bypass the Supreme Court with the executive order. He tried to take away your First Amendment right with the executive order. In his mind, that line is legit. He thinks he is the law of the United States. And whatever he says goes.
and
And
you can
that's why
see it
his
play
executive
out
orders
through
are the way
all.
they are.
He's
And
ordering his attorney general on social media to attack his political enemies, to go after and prosecute his political enemies. That is unheard of in our country.
did Bolt get indicted or not?
I heard them talking about it today. I don't know if he ever did, but Letitia James got indicted.
Yeah.
And I heard that, what's her name? Halligan, Lindsay Halligan, the new attorney, she had to go do it by herself. No one in the law offices would go in there for her indictment.
Well, apparently the rumor is that Pamela Bondi didn't even know it was happening. That
Yeah,
Trump went
I heard that
directly
too.
to the attorney around Pamela Bondi and
Yep.
got it done.
Against Pam's advice.
Mm-hmm.
So he obviously does not give a shit about anyone telling him anything. He is
Well,
purely controlled by everything he wants. That's it.
and it's pure, what is it called? Id-driven behavior. It's whatever he wants, right? So he thinks he is the federal law. Therefore, if he says it, tweets it, true socials it, or
Mhm.
thinks it in his head, he thinks it is legal, appropriate, and he has control to do it, which is why, like, everything's fair play. And you're not, and the Congress is not doing what they need to do. I think between this and the last post about the Christian nation of the United States, and if you're not Christian, you're a possible terrorist.
Yeah.
People need to get serious about, like, everybody watching on both sides of the fence. If you're okay losing your First Amendment, oh, did you hear about the Second Amendment stuff?
No.
Trump,
Speaking of which, this movement, it has to
DOJ.
take all of us. If you've been sitting around for the last 10 years and you haven't voted because you don't care enough about politics, it is now they are literally taking your rights away. They are taking our neighbors out of their workplaces, out of their homes in masks. They're doing it violently. This is not the America that people know. They're sending the National Guard into the streets of America. They're building a Qatari Air Force base, an enemy terrorist nation, according to Donald Trump in 2017. They're allowing them to build an Air Force base, and we're going to help with it. It is a joint thing, us and Qatar.
So
What is going on here?
here, pull this article up real fast. That was the first one. We already talked about the First Amendment getting violated. Here's the Second Amendment getting violated, or about to be violated. A federal judge in Reese versus ATF recently ordered gun rights groups, among them the Second Amendment Foundation and the Firearms Policy Coalition, to provide a verified membership list to the government and drawn fierce criticism and fueled fears of de facto gun registration. So if we go back, what was it? The trans guns rights removal. Remember how the DOJ, oh yeah, here it is. CNN, September 4th, 2025. Trump DOJ looking at ways to ban transgender Americans from owning guns. And now they're getting gun activists information. I wonder what they're going to do with those people and their gun rights. And how is this going to play out? Like, yeah, First Amendment's looking bad. He already said, what was it? Trump take away First Amendment. What was the line? We took the freedom of speech away 3 days ago. Clip of Donald Trump. So he thinks he took your First Amendment away. He's now asking for information on everybody owns guns and gun registrations, and he's going to look at taking some of those away because the people that speak out and the people that hold guns represent a threat to his dictatorship. It is so exhausting to me. When Trump said he took away abortion rights, I said, guys, that's just the first of it. The totalitarian state, if you go read Project 2025, shows that they don't want an armed populace. They don't want an educated populace. They don't want a populace that can speak out. And they don't want a populace, and more importantly, that will stand up to them. And we're watching every single day another item pop up and another item pop up and another item pop up where they're whittling away your freedom, your rights, your citizenship, your ability to earn your money with like the new 100. Okay, I'll get to the tariff thing in a second. That was insane. And then all the new, like, the gun rights. And now they're talking, and then he signed something and they made it to where supposedly it's legal for ICE to enter homes and search for people without warrants. That actually violates the Constitution. And they're just signing away your rights left and right. And all these people that were like, Biden's going to take over America with a private army. Where the fuck are y'all at now in the streets with your guns against the tyrant that's actually going full force and tearing this country?
We need every voice. October 18th, the No Kings protest is happening again. I think it's the third one. It's happening in a city near you. Come out. Let your voices be heard. We have to show them on a humongous level countrywide that we're not going to stand for this shit. We have to do it together. If you've never been out to protest, if you've never been out to vote, this is the time.
Where's that link I sent? Do you saw that link up about the guy that got indicted because he posted memes against Trump?
No. Is that in the WhatsApp chat?
Yeah. I'll grab it, maybe, if he'll let me. Yeah, so there was a guy, he was just posting Facebook memes, anti-Trump, and he got arrested. He got arrested for threatening violence on a school grounds or some shenanigans like that, but I'm pretty sure that's not what oh my God. Are you going to let me share a screen, please? Thank you. Man arrested for mass violence threats by posting on Facebook. None of these are threatening violence. None of these three, like the ones they clipped, are not threatening violence. They're just counter to the norm. They're just clickbait articles. Like, where this is a reminder that statements made on social media have consequences.
We're effectively North Korea at this point.
We're getting there. And what was the other one? Nice new software to break into phones. ICE obtains Israeli-made spyware that can hack phones and encrypted apps. So, yeah. Freedom of speech, freedom of illegal search or seizure, freedom of arms, freedom of marriage is the next thing that the Supreme Court has in front of it. How long are you guys going to sit eating shit food and watching boob tube and listening to the lies before you get off your fat couches and go do something?
He's making America great.
Yeah, the dollar's down 20%. The stock market is tanked for the 800th day. And how many days has he been in office? Divided by 3rd, that's how many days the stock market's crashed. Friday was red. I don't know if have you heard about the candle? When you see the candle in the stock market, it's when you have
Yes.
a really steady pace and you have a big drop and it bounces back out and there's a lot of fluctuation. That's the candle marker. And it's usually a sign of an impending Dow Jones crash, a
I heard that.
recession, that kind of stuff.
My roommates were saying it's going to crash
happened
next
Friday.
week all over the world. The stock market, they're planning for it.
Crypto, 88 billion shorts. So the other thing I was going to talk about was before Trump made an announcement and Bitcoin crashed, a whale shorted Bitcoin. Here, let me pull this up. And the timing of this makes it highly suspicious. In fact, a lot of people are calling it one of the biggest signs of insider trading that they've ever seen. So a Bitcoin whale shorted Bitcoin and made $88 million. And the trades were 30 minutes before Trump actually made his announcement.
Really interesting.
So your rights are going away, your hopes and dreams, the value of your dollar, stock market crashes, dollars falling, your friends are getting beat, shot, and evicted and sent to foreign prisons.
Hospitals are closing.
And
healthcare
Trump is
going away.
making billions of dollars. People are losing their jobs. The military is lining up at food banks. Qatar is building a base here. Are we winning yet, kids?
The government is closed right now.
Oh,
How is the
and-
winning, guys?
And that's the other thing, too. Trump formally admitted, I'm tired of Googling. You guys can go figure some of this shit out. Trump admitted that the overwhelming majority of the layoffs that are happening right now, the mass firings of public government servants, are Democrats. They are specifically targeting, based on political party, those to fire during this government shutdown. So they are purging the government right now of Democrats. In fact, they were so aggressive at the 1,000 people they fired at the CDC that they accidentally fired most of their Democrat experts who actually know what they're talking about and are aggressively trying to get them to come back after firing them. Less than 24 hours after they got the notifications.
This government is a mess. What the hell are we doing, guys?
And to put the icing on the cake, RFK made it to where it was very hard for a bunch of different individuals in the United States to go get a COVID shot. Guess what Trump got at his health check a couple of days ago? A COVID shot. Gee, I wonder if it's not healthy for the American populace, why is the president of the United States, who has RFK Jr., as one of his health advisors, getting a COVID shot when you can't? Oh, right, you're the suckers. I've told you this time and time again. He thinks and probably knows the absolute majority of the humans in the United States are idiots, and this is like, I can't find a better example of how he's right. It's like, vaccines are bad. Then he gets one, and this isn't his first one either. He was one of the first Americans in the United States to get one. He has had multiple since then, and he just got another one after the CDC condemns them.
That's our leader.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Yep. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments about the Qatar Air Force Base getting put up in Idaho. Who's excited about that? Let us know.
Or Trump's buddies making $88 million in insider trading.
Yeah.
Or him having absolute... Oh, we didn't do the... wait, one more thing. We forgot to do the clip of Stephen Miller saying that Trump has absolute power.
Do you have one? Yeah, let's talk about the creature, Stephen Miller. He is the epitome of evil. He looks evil. He is just
So before we
gross
played a
human
clip...
being.
Wait, I don't have the clip. Do you have the...
No? Of him saying what?
Plenary power, or however you pronounce it? Hold on. Let me pull
Plenary
up my...
power. Total power. That's what it means.
Well, no, we're not going to guess. We're going to let Google tell us. Plenary power or authority is complete
Complete.
and absolute power
Absolute.
to take action on any particular issue with no limitations. This is what kings have.
That's
This
why
is
he
what
feels like that. Stephen
tyrants
Miller's been
have.
pumping his head full of that
This
shit
is
for the
what
entire
he
time.
thinks he has. I've been telling you guys this. Plenary power, right? So
Yep.
let's go to the
Stephen Miller clip.
video. So here's the video.
When he said it, he realized he fucked up, and then he stopped talking.
Yeah. So wait, do you have the audio?
No.
All right, hold on. I will turn it back over to you, and you can play the video. It's just a YouTube. Make sure you get past the advertisement before you share it. Yeah, he says it on a slip because he was frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Full screen it.
Let's watch this freaking MAGA maniac. Watch what he says. Watch what happens after he says plenary power. He realizes that he screwed up, and then he acts like there's technical difficulties. Check it out. Oh,
Yeah, he's trying to fake the connection because he went,
I
oh,
fucked up.
fuck.
Steven?
He's
Yep, that's what
blinking. You can
happened.
still see him moving.
Steven.
He
Yeah,
faked it.
alright.
Yeah, he heard him say it. So the thing I heard was if he can say it so easily and he doesn't have to search his mind for it, that means they're using this
Right.
when they're not in front of the camera.
In meetings, when they're
and they're
talking to each
off-
other, that's what they're
Yeah,
using. That's the
this is-
language they're using.
And that's why he had it on the tip of his brain. That's why he said it so quickly. There was no hesitation. There was no pause. He had it right there. That's the kind of stuff they're saying behind closed doors. That's the kind of stuff they're saying to the judges. That's the kind of stuff they're saying off camera. This is their line that he has. And what was it? Absolute limitless control on anything he decides to do. Plenary action. If you don't believe me, go Google it. Like, it's right there. He said it. Stephen Miller said it.
Stephen Miller is a goblin, and he is controlling Donald Trump.
He and Thiel and a couple others.
Yeah.
But so accepts bribes, sets up a foreign terrorist supporting organizations based on our country, steals money from research that Congress has approved on a government shutdown that Republicans can override, while troops are standing in line to feed food and their kids are dying, according to that call-in. That call-in was heartbreaking. I hated that for that lady. Lady called, if you don't know what I'm talking about, lady calls in. She's begging Mike Johnson to get a bill passed so that her kids can receive the medication they need so they don't die. And she's a military wife, is what I understood from that. And I sent you that article. It explained exactly how Republicans with full control of the Supreme Court, the House, the Senate, and the presidency in the White House can pass a bill without Democrat votes. They could. There's no reason they can't.
Right.
And the Democrats have been there time and time again, like, we'll just don't take away the health care that government's already approved through Congress and amendments to provide the American people. Just don't take the funding away for that yet. Give them one more year to figure something out. And they said no. And then Trump, what was it Trump said? I can't believe the Democrats handed me this win. Handed him a win. So winning means American troops. If you go back and look, he did call them suckers. These troops go standing in line, kids can't get medication, is Trump's win. His line, not mine. Go look it up. Go Google it. It's right there. It's right at your fingertips. That's what he said. This win. So this suffering that the American populace is going through, foreign adversaries, the funded terrorists getting soil on our country base, just, are we winning, son?
How is all this
Suckers.
winning, MAGA? Leave it in the comments.
Are you tired of this shit yet, guys?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what's going on. This is getting frustrating every day. Trying to go make another video. It's like, what do we pick? There's so much crap going on in our country right now.
And I'll be honest with you, the last weeks has been so heartbreaking, item after item after item,
Right.
that I almost didn't record today because I was just so disappointed in our country to have allowed a dictator to destroy it in less than a year, to the point to where so many people that I know and see and listen to are suffering so bigly, suffering more than anybody else has suffered in the history of the, just unbelievable.
Yeah. It is crazy times. This is a crazy time to be alive in the United States.
This is, I can't help but think to myself, like, this has got to be how the Jews felt. Like, in the early rise of the Third Reich, like, this has to be how they felt, like the impending doom of when your leader says that your belief, your religious belief or your political belief makes you the enemy, that you're not human and you have to be dealt with. on live TV, and you know that camps where they're threatening to feed you to alligators or foreign prisons where death rates are high are where they're going to start trying to send people that have just different beliefs or different values or different religions or different. And we're already seeing people with different skin colors going. Like that law, like there was an injunction against ICE for targeting brown people. And then the Supreme Court ruled it illegal. And the head of ICE said, yeah, if you're brown, you're down. We're going after you. Like they literally said that. Like Stephen Miller and like they literally said on TV, they are targeting brown people. Like
Imagine
they
what that
said it.
does to the whole country. There's a fear now on the streets. And if you're white, you probably don't know it or notice it.
What are you
Or maybe
talking
not.
about?
I don't know. I don't you might
There's that white lady that was just standing there, got pepper sprayed, slammed against a car, and arrested because she was asking what was happening to her friend.
yeah. This is happening
No,
every
no,
day.
it's
That's
not
the
just
heartbreaking
it's
part
not
to
just
me.
brown people now.
Right. Well, get out there and protest October 18th. Anywhere you
Welcome,
live, I'm sure it's going down in your city, the No Kings protest. Come
welcome to
out to
the Fourth
Raleigh. I'll be
Reich.
down there.
Welcome to the Fourth Reich.
All right. Well, leave your thoughts in the comments and we will see you next time. Bye.
Hey, I'm gonna send you a